Hi, my name is Morgan Amos, journalist with VMH Magazine. Last year, I had the opportunity to interview Rashad "The Truth on Will" Solomon. He is the founder of Comfortable with Myself organization. Recently, I decided to video chat with Rashad to see what he's been up to since we last spoke, his progression with his organization, and where he sees himself in the future. Take a look at the video as he discusses this and more for the magazine. Thank you.
I'm gonna do it as long as I can. I'm really trying to put myself out there, whether it's interviews or magazines or doing more shows. CWM, where actually we have a couple of shows coming up. The first show is with the Claire White Mission. Don't know if you heard of them.
No, I haven't. Tell me about it.
The Claire White Mission is an organization, it's nonprofit, and they help people like military, they help homeless, they help veterans, they help people with sicknesses, and they give back. So if
Okay.
you need a place to stay, if you've been hurt in the military, if you are a veteran, if you are
Mm-hmm.
homeless, they have clothes, shoes, they do cooking classes for people that want to cook. They actually help you if you go to jail and you need a job.
Oh,
They have a
wow.
janitorial service where they teach people how to clean up. So this
Mm-hmm.
particular benefit concert that we're doing for the Claire White Mission is the volunteer appreciation concert where they all come together. You have everybody from the military, you have everybody that's a veteran, you have
Okay.
people that have been incarcerated and trying to get a job, you have
Mm-hmm.
people going back to school to get their GED. So we're doing a fashion show, and the fashion show is showcasing what a model is in my eyes, like we stated
Okay.
in the article.
Right.
I think that anybody can model that
Mm-hmm.
states that they're comfortable. So if you're able to put on, just say for instance, you look very nice. If you're able to go out in public and show people that you look nice and you're on
Right.
the runway with your wheelchair, then honey, that's modeling. Not
Okay.
a lot of people can do it, but that is a model. And so many people are big on perfection, and that's not what I'm big on. I
Right.
think, like I said, if you can get in front of a camera and look nice and pose, then you can
Mm-hmm.
model. I don't understand why it's this whole thing of perfection. You have to be the perfect height. You have to be the perfect body weight. You have to be 6'1". You have to be 6'2". Like that's
Mm-hmm.
just ridiculous to me. And I also I tried out for America's Next Top Model, guys versus girls. I
Okay.
have not heard anything back. I won't be
Okay.
shocked if I wasn't to get on the show, but I just want to bring awareness to as many people as I can, because I believe what I am doing has never been done with someone being African American and trying to model in a wheelchair. So I do think, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure that I'm the first that's doing this because
Mm-hmm.
I actually tried to Google search other people that have been trying to do it and
Okay.
no one came up.
Wow.
So my thing is just to, I'm very honored if it's me, to bring awareness so we can have other people going out for their dreams. If you want to be a basketball player in a chair, a football player with no legs, a wrestler in a
Mm-hmm.
wheelchair, if you want to be a dance instructor, believe it or not, I do know someone that's a dance instructor that's in a wheelchair and he can't move. But what he does is he visualizes it from his hands in his mind and he
Okay.
incorporates it in them and they're able to do the moves. So please don't tell me like stuff can't be done because it can. The fact that you have a disability to some people is just that target that they see.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been going through a lot of discrimination here in Jacksonville where I live. Most employers and most casting calls, like I stated, are not really equal opportunities. So the thing that I'm working on, the thing that I really want, is for someone to actually take me seriously and say, let's give Rashad an endorsement deal. Let's do a commercial. Let's let them do some ad campaigns because print work. I
Okay.
will do runway, yes, but
Yeah.
runway
Okay.
is not something that I want to keep doing. I mean, I'll do it if someone asks me because I like fashion, but my thing is commercials and print work and endorsements. Like I
Mm-hmm.
love Adidas. I
Okay.
love Dolce & Gabbana and Louis Vuitton. Like
Mm-hmm.
those are my brands. Adidas, I will rock Adidas till I can't rock it anymore because of the simple fact that I wear braces and my leg braces can't go in Jordan shoes. They can't go in the latest shoes that's out. So the only shoes that I can rock is Adidas. I feel bad, but I gotta wear my braces. So in order for me to be comfortable, Adidas is the only thing that I can rock. So I'm trying to put myself out there as much as I can. I mean, blood, sweat, and tears. You know, it's tiresome because people are so rude and discrimination is so crazy because I get hit with a lot of stuff. Like, I get hit with I'm not going to do it. This is impossible. This is a waste. Why am I doing this? I already have enough problems. Now, me, I'm not going to say, oh, you need to change or you can't do. Who am I to judge you? And I roll wheels for a living. Like, I need help.
Right.
So why am I gonna knock anybody down when I need as much help as I can? And I'm always gonna be that person. I'm never gonna be a person that never judges anyone, no matter what I do. Like, I can be friends with anybody. Just don't rub me and my wheels wrong and we good. Like,
Okay.
once you disrespect the wheels part, you know, that's what makes me, we good. You know, don't disrespect her. You can disrespect anything else except for her, but that's it.
Okay.
So,
Now, of course, you just mentioned some of the things that you're currently working on with one organization to bring more awareness to your organization in itself, and a couple other things that you mentioned that you're actually working on. Can you elaborate a little bit more in terms of that? Like, what are some of the other things you're doing as far as your organization is concerned?
well, the only thing that we're getting ready to do now, because we have shows coming up. Like, the first show is, I don't want to quote it. I will say that the first date we have is April 24th, and
Okay.
we're doing the World of Nations. And the only reason why we're doing these shows is, I don't know if you remember when we interviewed, but I went in to state that casting calls, and I'm gonna say it again, casting calls, and people won't give me a chance because all they see is my chair. And I
Right.
think that a model is being comfortable with who they are. So I take my
Mm-hmm.
advocates that are in my organization that have disabilities. Some don't, some do. Majority of them do, and I put them in shows, and we represent what a model is in my eyes, which is being comfortable. So it's a fashion show all about being comfortable. It's not like you got to be 6'1", you got to be 6'2". I have a girl that's 4'1", and she weighs
Wow.
like, she's 4'1", and she weighs maybe 80 pounds. I have my little brother is 4'11", and he weighs maybe Javon is maybe 90 pounds. I'm in a wheelchair. There's another girl who is very pretty, and she suffers from weight and depression, weight issues, but she's
Mm-hmm.
pretty. She doesn't see herself as attractive, but we do. So it gives her the what word I'm trying to use, the confidence to go
Right.
out there and know that
Confidence.
she's comfortable and pretty and love herself. I got
Mm-hmm.
another girl who has lupus, who lupus
Okay.
leaves spots in her face or it messes up her skin. She goes out there and she states that she's comfortable. I got a boy that got ADHD. I mean, it's just, I like people to feel good about who they are. Who
Mm-hmm.
cares that you got a disability? Once you tuck that disability in and you fix yourself up and you stretch your stuff and you walking, you go
Right.
out there and do your thing, and then you say your name just like you say, my name is Rashad Solomon, but I bet y'all didn't know I had cerebral palsy. And the crowd
Right.
goes, wow, because they don't know that it's something wrong with them until they actually say it. And it's
Mm-hmm.
something that they're not used to seeing because everybody has to be the bottle of perfection. Everybody has to be perfect. Like, everything, like, I watch a lot of these shows and these reality shows, and I'm like, okay, when are they gonna turn something into something that we can learn from? Where's
Okay.
the shows with people that are going through stuff? When they do Iron Chef or the next Food Network star? Okay, I know it's somebody in a wheelchair that can cook.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's somebody in a wheelchair that can try out for America's Next Top Model.
Right.
I know it's somebody in a wheelchair that can try out for American Idol. No one
Mm-hmm.
does it. So that's what I'm trying to do. Like, I want to spread awareness as much as I can.
Okay. If you were to create a show like something like you just mentioned for America's Next Top Model or the cooking shows on Food Network and as such, what would your ideal show be and who would it feature?
um, I probably wouldn't do it like America's Next Top Model or the Iron Network Chef, but I would
Okay.
probably shoot a documentary and I would call it Wheelchair Life, and it would show maybe 5 people, their lives,
Mm-hmm.
and what they go through day by day.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like I said, there are people that cook, there are people that write, there are people that dance, there are people that act, and they have disabilities. And these
Right.
people don't know nothing about what they're doing because of how the world is. People are so scared and closed-minded. So if they
Okay.
were to open it up and people were to know, then I guarantee when we go in stores, I bet you when you be in your wheelchair, people won't look at you like you got a fungus in your face. Because if more people would get on the TV and more people would say what they do and interview and put their stories out, it wouldn't be a
Right.
problem. But the
Okay.
fact that people are so closed minded and scared, they have issues and it never works out. right now, I do the best that I can. My mother and my brother, everybody does the best that they can. My grandmother, to help get as much stuff out as we can. I
Right.
email constantly. I just got I just made my comp card for this year. You know what a comp card is?
No, I haven't heard of that. Tell me about it.
A comp card is like, if you're a model, if you're an actor, it has your pictures, your height, your weight, what you've done. Just say, for instance, if I wanted to get on the Ellen DeGeneres show, it would have to be written up so I can send it to her publicist or her management. So it wouldn't be like one pack email. It'll be everything on one sheet of paper. And if they're interested, then they will call back. But like I said, without the right sources, I don't have those sources to get to those people, and it's really it's difficult. So that is why I'm trying to put myself out there as much as I can. I would love to go to Atlanta. I would love to go to New York, Chicago. I hope that Russell Simmons is seeing what I'm doing now, because I would like to go back into the office so he can see what I did since the last time I saw him, as well as getting to the attention of Tyra Banks and Tyler Perry and Oprah on.
Right.
Tyson Beckford, Boris Kojo, the names that I mentioned in the article. And why? Because these people have been in the same spot where I started. You know, very difficult, but I'm just really hoping somebody sends an email and say that I saw this or read this.
Right.
That's why I try to put myself out as much as possible, because it only takes that one shot for somebody to see you, and you good.
I agree. It definitely.
I will. I'm hoping. You know, I can't put a time frame on it. I'm really praying that this is his last one. But you know, CP, it never stops. The pain never stops. So hopefully he doesn't have to. But you know, if he does, you know, God has him. He always brings us through it. So I'm a firm believer.
Can you share, not only with me, but with VMH readers and viewers out there, what's new with you in terms of social life and everything outside of just your work life and everything you're working on with the organization?
Like I said before, I really just want to keep making a name for myself, and eventually, I really want people to know who the Truth on Wheels is. If somebody offers me a reality show or they offer me an endorsement deal, I mean, I really want people to get a look on my life and me as a disabled model. I think people should really see the difference between a disabled model and a model that's not disabled, because there are some things that I can't do that a model can do, and many photographers and many people don't know that. But if they see that, I think they'll have a different view. I'm not gonna limit myself and say that I can't do some of the stuff that models can do. But see, I know my body, and I know my limits. So I wouldn't just say, if you tell me, okay, Rashad, I want you to pose on a New York billboard, and I have to walk 8 floors to get to the billboard, I'm gonna tell you, okay, look, I can't walk the 8 floors, but we can actually make a concept of a billboard, and I can sit or pose on that billboard, but I'm not going to be able to walk the 8 floors. And a lot of people don't like to make those accommodations. But I absolutely think if a person wants to get a look at my life, because a lot of people think that I'm lying when I tell them I have another brother that has a disability. And the thing that I always get hit with that makes me so mad when people ask me, did it happen to my parents being on drugs? And let me tell you something, just because you have CP or a parent that gave birth to you does not mean that my parents, first of all, my mother was never on drugs. It's not generic. It's not something that happens generically. I want to clear that up, because so many people ask me that. It's not like we blame my mom. I would never ever blame my mom or my father for anything that I had. Now, if my parents were to give me up for an adoption or couldn't fight through what we had, I probably would be upset. But my mother didn't do that. She didn't give me up for adoption. She led the way for me to be who I am today, and tell people that I'm comfortable. And this is the same thing with my older brother. Like I mentioned in the article, you know, he doesn't have a disability. But for him to be there for me and my brother like he does, and never leave me out of anything, is a big step, because he's actually still at home with me and my brother. And you know, he's told me through conversation that he doesn't really want to go anywhere, because he wants to make sure we're okay. It's a lot that goes on when you have 2 people with cerebral palsy. It's not easy. So I just want to clear that up and let people know that, you know, my mom is the main reason why I'm here. No, she was not on drugs. No, she
Mm-hmm.
doesn't do drugs, and it's not. Please don't think that it is what is the word that I'm using? Hereditary. It doesn't. I mean, it doesn't run through the bloodstream of the
Right.
family or nothing like that.
Right.
Because that's the main thing people want to know. Once I tell them I have another little brother and we're both African American and we have the same disability,
Mm-hmm.
I am not lying. We,
Right.
it's
Right.
both of us. So I just want people to really understand and get to know me more, and hopefully it'll be some opportunities out there for people to really see what I can do, and stop just looking at my chair because I am equal opportunity. I'm just like you. I'm just better in what I choose to do, and I have our role. So that's
Okay.
just it.
Okay. My last and final question for you, believe it or not, is there anything that you would like to conclude this interview with to wrap everything up?
Well, I want to thank everybody at the magazine for and being patient and taking the time to understand me. I think
Mm-hmm.
the reason why the article was so good, and I'm going to give you some cool points and no shade to anybody else that's over there, but due to the fact that you have cerebral palsy just like me, it made it very easy for me to open up and feel comfortable talking to you because you understood.
Right.
So I thank everybody for even putting me online for people to read the article. And like I said, if anybody wants to reach out, say it again, Beyonce, Oprah, Tyra, um, anybody at VH1 or MTV, any endorsement deals, Adidas, they have my email, TheTruthOnWheels@gmail.com. And to learn more about the organization, you can go to Facebook.com/comfortable with myself. Or you can reach out to me directly at the email that I gave you, which is TheTruthOnWheels@gmail.com. And that's TheTruthOnWheels at gmail.com.